Okay, what are you guys thinking of for your real life situation?
The Air Asia missing flight.
Good one. Good. And what about that whole thing intrigues you?
Well, I recently heard in the news that the reason why it crashed in the first place was because the communication between the plane and the airport didn't work.
This is a reliable source
Yeah,
that you heard this, and you can cite it for us when you do your presentation.
I think so.
All right. BBC or
I'm
CNN.
still not sure, but yeah.
Okay, but if you do have to, if you're going to use something, you got to be able to say, "I saw on the 6 o'clock news," at least. Okay. So, what about this whole thing intrigues you?
Well, my first
Shh,
the
back
first
there.
thing that came to mind was the reliability of technology. And since we made technology, I thought it critically, to what extent could it trust our own knowledge?
Where did the reliability of technology come in?
Because because we designed technology to be extremely reliable, never fail and all stuff, but it did in that particular moment and it costed a lot of lives.
So, what technology failed there?
Well, the network and communications between the thing and
Between the now, why did the communication fail? It didn't break down. Was it a language problem? See, I'm getting at, is this really a technology problem?
Well, I'm not really sure. I only read the headlines.
What did the headlines say?
Well, the thing crashed because of failed communications.
Okay, what you got to find out before you go any further with this, is it a communication, was it a language thing? That could be a really good presentation. But if it wasn't a language thing, and it's a technological thing, that's another issue. You with me?
Yeah.
So you're interested in the fact that technology didn't live up to its big blurbs about being a success. Is that right? Okay. So you've got to confirm whether it's a language problem. What communication thing broke down? Was it a breakdown of machinery? Or is that technology failure? Or is it something they missed in the development of technology? Or is it a language problem? Because you really, to pursue that, you gotta, and any of those can work as a KQ. All right? So when you do your presentation, you're gonna have to be a bit more explicit and precise in your description of the event. Starting with the plane crashed and it looks like it went up and then it dove down so fast and the alarms were screaming, and then you need to fill in that gap as to where the technology, what went wrong when they say communications. You need to read that article a bit more carefully. Let's just for argument's sake say that the pilot misunderstood the instruction, okay, from the tower to the plane. Then you've got something along, you've got a language as a way of knowing, and you've got something about language misleading, okay? And what sort of area of knowledge? You don't even need an area of knowledge for that one. So give me a KQ if it's a language problem. To what extent?
The first, reliability of
Now, forget the word reliability. Can what extent
language barrier.
can language be a barrier? To what extent is language a reliable tool of communication? Can language mislead? To what extent can language mislead? Yeah, and the IB likes the language things, although we're marking this. And if it's a technological thing, you're going to be along the lines of Mayo. Something about can we rely on, you tell me, to what extent
To what extent
you want to bring in the word technology,
can technology give us true knowledge?
can we, yeah. And then you'll look at different areas of knowledge. And you can trace that directly back. In either case, language or technology, you can go right back to that real life situation. the communication was a gap in language, bang, there's your language thing, and it created a problem. So the direct link to your KQ, and you've got to explain that to the listener. Assume they're stupid. Don't you say anything. Assume they know nothing. So you've got to take them from here to there, so they know that you know. Okay? Is that one film?
Yep.
Save, that's